Hello, everyone. Since you all didn't flag each other, I have a little bit of free time to make a second video today. So, woohoo, bonus! After the weekly flags recap, I got left with all this time to make another video. So, I'm going to tell you about 2 times I was trolled this year. The the latest one was I was loopy on some painkillers this week because of some oral surgery, and I had promised myself that I wasn't going to make a video, right? I wasn't going to get on camera. Some hangouts that I was typing in the chat rooms of in the live chat, they had invited me onto their hangouts, and I was like, no, I will make an ass out of myself. I don't know what up is from down right now. Well, in one of those chats, someone named Dark Willow had told me that I had just used a picture of a racist, and I was like, "What?" And it was on my hashtag Bernie or Bust versus Social Justice. I had used a picture from Ben Garrison, and they said, "Don't you know that he's a racist, and that Sargon of Akkad and Thunderfoot are promoting a racist by promoting his work?" And I was like, "What? What?" And I was like, "What?" Let me go look this up. And so I just did the same simple image search that I did that got me the image in the first place that I used as a thumbnail on my video. And scrolling further down, I saw all these racial slurs and just racist things in artwork that looked like Ben Garrison's. And so and it was signed Ben Garrison too. And so I made a video saying, sorry, no more Ben Garrison for me. I showed some examples of a cartoon of Bernie Sanders handing out fried chicken to caricatures of black people. I showed a shrine of Gibbs Me Dat, where it was just a racist thing about white guilt, and another picture that showed like the stereotypical caricature of a evil Jew preying on people. And I was like, no, I don't want to associate myself with this person. And I made that video, and it got 47 views on it before I took it down. And I took it down because in the first 4 comments, people were like, you just got trolled, ha ha ha, top keck. And so then I looked up what they were saying in the comments, that it was actually a 4chan operation to smear the name of Ben Garrison, that they took some of his cartoons and photoshopped them, and that I, not knowing of that operation, was an easy troll. So, yeah, that hurt. I pulled the video. Grr. The other time that I got trolled this year, earlier this year, was by my good friend Brian, Brian J1962 here on YouTube. For weeks on my weekly flags recap, I had been asking him to do a intro theme to the series, so that I could use it every week. And finally, after I had mocked him in a whole bunch of my recaps by going weekly flags recap, like manually, without a theme, he finally made me one, right? And it sounded pretty good. It was a little odd, and I liked it. It had that a little quirkiness in it. So, and it actually incorporated some of the things that I had done before he gave me a theme. So I threw it in, and I threw a whole bunch of pictures of flagged videos, and I asked for people to submit their pictures, and I added them as the weeks went by. But there was this one little part at the end that a couple people had asked me about, and that was the phrase, "Is that a taco?" And when I first got the theme from Brian, I asked him about it, and he said, "Oh, well, it's an inside joke that we've been inserting in things on this radio station that he works at." And I was like, "Oh, it's just an inside joke that's going around the UK." Okay, that's a good enough explanation for me. It's odd, and I'll just keep it. Well, as the weeks went on, people kept on asking me about the "is that a taco" phrase, and I told one of them, well, you know what? Just ask Brian J 1962 to tell us the story. And then Brian tells me on Facebook that no, he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want to involve himself with the person who actually said, "Is that a taco?" And that's when I learned that Brian J 1962 had sampled somebody that I hate in order to make this theme for me. The person that said, "Is that a taco?" is Jenny McDermott. And it was in a hangout with Sargon of Akkad. And so I, unknowingly for weeks, had been using this, and now it's become, a staple. It's part of the theme. If I take it out, people are going to know it's missing. They're going to ask, where's the taco? Or is that a taco go? So yeah, my good friend Brian inserted Jenny McDermott's voice into a theme that I use every week. And then told me later. Link in the description box if you want to give him a subscription for Top Keck trolling me.